Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of It Came From Craigslist. If you've never seen one of these episodes before, this is where we, through our Patreon, scour the internet's favorite listing service for motorcycles, Craigslist.org, not .com as I've been corrected in saying, and we find the weirdest, rattiest, and otherwise unsightly motorcycles out there. Today we will be looking at Orlando, Florida. I am actually really stoked to look at Orlando, Florida because, fun fact, I grew up in Orlando, Florida. Up until I was about 13 years old, I lived in Orlando, Florida. It's a really weird, humid, hot place that basically is just full of tourist traps, Disney things, and chain restaurants. There's not a whole lot going on in Orlando. Very happy to be in Texas now, and especially in Austin. Much cooler city, I think, than Orlando. Before we jump in though, I did want to shout out that we are giving away 2 motorcycles, which is pretty crazy. We've got a brand new 2019 Yamaha YZF R3 and a brand new 2018 Suzuki SV650. Click the links below to our merch to find out how you can enter to win for that, or sign up for our Patreon and get automatically entered to win. It's pretty fun. We're going to be giving away these bikes. We just gave away our KTM RC390. We're still figuring out the details on that, but we'll be giving away. And it's pretty exciting. So yeah, without further ado, let's check out these motorcycles. All right, so Florida is most well known for its Busa game. If you guys don't know, the Hayabusa is pretty much stomping grounds is in Florida. You got Miami, Orlando, Kissimmee, all those places. There's not a whole lot of curves in Florida, so people just like to go real fast in a straight line. So first up, we got this 2006 Hayabusa. Hayabusa, not Hayabusa, Hayabusa, $1,300, $8,500 for this 2006 example. No mileage listed on here, and we've got just the most, golly dude, Busa boys. They're a whole separate breed, aren't they? You've got strippers painted on the gas tank and on the fairings and on the rear fairings. Because, I mean, you gotta remember, oh, the seat says Cadillac, which you gotta love. Oh my God, bro. Busa boys, why? This is so, oh my God, this is so tacky. Oh boy, dude, with the women all over it. Like why, dude? Like, look, I love women just as much as the next guy, but like, I would never airbrush a bunch of naked ladies on my bike. That is so tacky. Man, this is an ugly, ugly, ugly Busa. They want $8,500 for it, and this goes back to what I've talked about the Busa market, man. It's just, it's unpredictable. Like, you will have like a brand new Hayabusa for like 10K, and then a 10-year-old Busa for $8,500. No one knows what Busas are supposed to be priced at. So this one, he says, Hayabusa 1300 chrome air ride stretch 3300 kit, custom paint, low miles. Doesn't say how many miles are on it, so that's a little suspect. Given that oh my God, look at this one back here with with her ass all the way out. Jesus, dude, this is so tacky. Given that you don't list the miles and this is really overpriced, I'm gonna give this Busa a 3 out of 10, and we're gonna keep it rolling. Okay, up next, this is one that I actually really, really enjoyed. This is a 2010 BPR Spider, but if you notice, it is a Spider. So, it's a Spider that's been made to look like a spider. God, I love that. I love the meta nature of that. I love the commitment to the bit. Truly commitment to the bit. You have spider webs all over the seats here. It's really something, I gotta say. You got spider webs on the back and spiders painted on here. Oh my God, Florida's like it's another world down there. God, why do people do this, man? I guess it could be like funny, but just because something's funny doesn't mean you should do it. I mean, this is coming from the guy who literally hentai wrapped a bike, but I digress. My hand was forced to do that, okay? I didn't want to do that. Just kidding, of course I wanted to do it. So, $9,700 gets it done for this BPR Spider. The guy says, 2010 BPR Spider RT SM5 trike, just 20,000 miles. Beautiful custom paint job and clear coat with matching Corbin Spider web seat and backrest. New battery, new front tires, and rear tires about 2K miles. No issues at all. Cruise control, stereo, blah, blah, blah. Contact Ron. Old age has got a grip on me. What does that mean? Old age has got a grip on me. That's a shame, Ron. I'm sorry that the old age has gotten the grip on you. but $9,700 for a 10-year-old Spider makes my soul hurt. So I'm gonna give you a 4 out of 10 on this one. We're gonna keep it moving. Also, the title status says lean on it, which is not good. You would assume that a bike that is near, not a bike, excuse me, a trike, a Spider. You would assume that that's been a free and clear title, so I would want to take a look at that, because if you're still making payments on a 10-year-old motorcycle, that's really upsetting. That is upsetting to me and my sensibilities. Moving on. So now we're back at it, dude. We're back at it with the trike boys who are evolving, who have never ceased to amaze me. So this one is like, it's a trike, right? You got the trike up there, V8 engine, fully enclosed trike, because you're like, you know what? Like, I want the feeling of riding a bike, but I don't want anything else about riding a motor. I don't want the open air. I don't want 2 wheels. I don't want to lean into corners. All I want is handlebars. I want a car with 3 wheels and handlebars. So you can get it here with this trike, the super extended handlebar situation over here, flying over the V8 with the full headers out the back. I mean, it's something, you know, it's really something. I'll tell you this though, like, of all the crazy trike contraptions I've seen, this one is relatively clean. This one, for being a custom build and a thing, is pretty clean. So let's take a look. They want $20,000 for it. Of course, it's in Claremont. This photo was not taken in Claremont though, for sure though, because there are no mountains in Florida. Nowhere in Florida will you find a mountain range like that. So just want to make that clear. Just want you to know that there are no curves in Florida. This guy says 502 vet motor, 500 horsepower, full roll cage, new tires, new 4-speed transmission, new 30-gallon fuel tank. You're gonna need it with the 500 horsepower engine. Blah, 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 high output, total miles, 7,100, $20,000 factory build. Call Dick. You know, I could make the joke, it's too easy, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, 20,000 bucks for a 19-year-old custom trike thing. Come on, man. Like, what is up with the pricing for these trikes and these Busas? I don't think I'll ever understand. I will say though, this one, you know, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 10. I'm feeling a little generous, so we're gonna keep it moving here. Up next, we got another. I'm gonna do it to you again. Do it twice to you again. Florida's the land of the Busa. We got a Suzuki Hayabusa 1300 for $6,000. This is a pretty good deal, dude. 6 G's on the Busa, not bad. You got the damn vaporwave paint job going on here. The purple and the teal, baby. I love it. Slightly stretched, custom Photoshop paint job here with this one. I'm actually loving this paint job on this Busa, dude. Compared to the horrible naked ladies on the other ones, this is great. This is actually a pretty, for all, you know what? For all the Busa Boy shenanigans I've seen, this was actually pretty good. Actually kind of a cool Busa, honestly. Like, I understand, like, Busas are meant to be like, you gotta stunt on them, you gotta flex on them with that Busa, but sometimes you don't have to flex so hard, Busa Boys. You have to leave some flex for the rest of us. You know, you can't do that to us. This was actually pretty cool, man. I would ride this Busa. Oh shit, it's got the lights on it. Of course it does. Awesome, awesome. So this guy says, less than 9,000 miles. I'm gonna turn off this Discord server here because it is pinging like crazy. It says less than 9,000 miles, clean, baby. The Suzuki is clean. Run strong, no mechanical issues, new tires. Any cuestión, text to me. He must be Hispanic or Spanish because no one else would say Suzuki and cuestión. So I love that. Actually a pretty good deal. 6 G's for this Busa. It's relatively clean, good condition. Only 9,000 miles on the clock. I would say this is actually a Busa that might be worth it, okay? It's pretty clean, pretty good price. I would say if you can talk them down to 5,000, it's donezo. That's your Busa right there, donezo. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. I love this Busa. This is a good one. Moving on. So this might be my favorite listing for today, for sure. We have finally found a Turbo Busa, baby. 12 G's gets it done for this Turbo Busa. Says it right here, turbocharged Hayabusa, 15 pounds of boost, Flu Tech dashboard, touchscreen, air shifter, nitrous airbags on bike. It's got it all, bro. Nitrous Turbo Busa, and you can see hanging at the edge right there, bam. Fat turbo, fitting to run that Busa. One of the mirrors has a Supreme logo on it, which I absolutely love. This is it, dude. This is this is it, bro. Like, it doesn't get more Turbo Busa fantastic than this. You got all the little accentuations on the swing arm. Gotta be a little stretch on that. You cannot have a Turbo Busa and not stretch it a little bit. The seat right here, got the custom Hayabusa seat going on. That dash is really something. Can you imagine riding this bike and looking down at that every day? That's really something. Relatively clean, honestly, for being some crazy hodgepodge insane Turbo Busa. Now, what am I looking at here? What is this? This looks like a suspension component, but it's near the engine? Is this for nitrous? I don't really know, guys. Maybe, is this the shift linkage? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Got a picture of the chains and the custom wiring here. This is fantastic. This is your Turbo Busa. Why are there little billets all over this bike? It's really odd. Yeah, this is sweet, dude. This is your Turbo Busa. Just absolutely dunzo right here. This is great. 12,000 is actually like, this seems odd, but I think is a decent price for a Turbo Busa, because if you buy a Busa and then turbo it yourself, you're probably gonna spend more than 12,000 to do all that custom work, unless you're trying to do it yourself, which for me personally, I'm the type of dude that when I approach my bike to fix one thing, I end up breaking two things. So it's a net negative usually when I'm working on bikes. So I think it's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10 because the paint job is a little rough and the Supreme thing on the mirror is a little rough, but it's a Turbo Busa. It's a honest to God Turbo Busa, and how can you hate on that? So moving on. Now we got another one of these. This is your classic Florida Gixxer. Look at this custom airbrush paint job. He wants it to be a Busa, right? He's got the little kanji on the side here, custom airbrush Gixxer type of thing going. The kanji here is backwards on the seat, and then this dragon on here on the gas tank. Oh, why do people molest bikes like this, man? This Gixxer, of course, it's got huge lights on it. You're outside of some fast food. This is so Florida, it hurts. This is so Florida, it hurts. Yeah, this is fantastic. I love it. Even the engine cases here are painted white. That's so fun. That's so good. What does this guy say? This bike looks and he wants 5,000 for it. It's not a terrible price, but for the amount of molestation you've done to it, that's pretty rough. This bike looks and runs like new with only 11,000 miles. This 2006 GSXR 750 with this custom paint looks and runs like new. Okay, sure it does. Custom paint, KWS 813 big bore kit, so you've bored it out to 813 cc's, I guess. Why didn't you just get 1,000 at that point? Serious buyers only. 5,500 cash or trade for something worth more. Why would someone trade you something that's worth more than what you have now? That doesn't really seem to add up. This one's rough, dude. This one's real rough. I hate the paint job on it. I hate the fact that this dude says it looks and runs like new. I'm gonna slap you down with a 2 out of 10 on this one. I'm not loving it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. Moving on. Now this one's pretty great. You got yourself this Superman stretched Ruckus clone. So it's not even a Ruckus. This is a bootleg Ruckus, okay? What's going on here? It's got the cafe bars on it. Full custom Superman paint job. Wow. This is bad, dude. This is really bad. This is what I was telling you guys. I don't know if you remember from the other episode we did with the Batman Joker setup. I have like a massive aversion to these superhero themed motorcycles. Oh, dude, that's a slur right there. I can't say that. That's super close to something else. I can't be saying that. Can't say that on camera, because surely someone will say something about it. But it's got that right here. I don't really know what that's supposed to be. This is, I guess, the carburetor for it, or the air box. I don't really know. It's got the little filter right there. I don't know why it has a gauge right here. Let's read this description. What's going on with this bike? It says, Superman themed Ruckus clone 50cc GY6 fully built. Adjustable fuel pressure regulator. Okay, that's what that is. Electric fuel pump. Nibby Racing Carb. I don't feel good saying that word. I don't know why. I feel like that's a slur for something. Clean title in hand. It does 65 miles per hour. Bro, you could not pay me enough money to run 65 miles per hour on this thing. This dude wants $1,250 for it. That's damn near free for something with 2 wheels. So for that alone, I will give it a 5 out of 10, and we'll keep it rolling here. So I'm telling you guys, Florida has it all, baby. You got this Road Glide 2013, $28,000 in a Popka, very close to where I used to live in Orlando, Florida, at least sort of a little bit. This is your big wheel bagger, bro. Big wheeler. Cleveland's got a lot of them. Florida's hitting you up right here with them. Got you for it right here with the ape hanger bars. Big old big wheel Harley Davidson Screaming Eagle motors, okay? Relatively clean, honestly, all things considered. These big wheel baggers, though, I hate the fact that, like, the pricing is insane. Like, you have just decided to make this crazy big wheel bagger, and now you want $28,000 for it. That's a shame. That is a lot. So he says, clean, clear title. I'd be surprised if it didn't. Engine has not been touched with only 6,500 miles on it. Front and rear air ride, 26-inch front wheel, SOS, bagger center stand, blah, blah, blah. Daymaker headlights, Daymaker turn signals, rear plasma lights will blind you. This sounds like something in an RPG, like, I have acquired the Daymaker sword with the rear plasma lights. It just sounds ridiculous. Lots of chrome, 16-inch apes, LED lights, and too much to mention. Only serious buyers, I can get more pics as needed. Must see to appreciate. 28K OBO. My OBO for this is like 9 grand tops. Would never pay 28K for this. So I'm gonna hand this one down a 6 out of 10. Keep it rolling. So I thought this one was pretty cool. This is a 2014 Honda Valkyrie Cafe Racer for 7,500 bucks. We covered the Valkyrie in another episode we did. It's a really interesting motorcycle. I really recommend you do a little bit of research on it and check it out. It's a pretty rare bike as well. They didn't make a whole lot of Valkyries. This one's really interesting. So it looks like a stripped out Valkyrie, which is kind of cool. Pretty clean condition. Nothing too weird going on with it, which is nice to see. This dude says, I purchased this bike new in 2018 and has 2,000 original miles. Okay. Modified front, rear fender, low profile handlebars, and modified exhaust. This bike is super fast. Single swing arm, LED brake lights, and turn signals. This part I like. This bike has never been dropped and always garage kept. When you say never been dropped, it makes me feel like it has been dropped, because why would you put that in quotes? Says, I am super particular of my vehicles. This bike has had 3 oil changes and final drive oil 3 times as well. Yes, with only 2,000 miles. That's so excessive. You do not need to change the oil 3 times in 2,000 miles. That's insane. This guy says, just had rotator cuff surgery and the cafe style just doesn't work for me any longer. That's a shame. Please text for appointment to see bike. Serious offers only. I have no problems with test drives with cash in hand. This bike has plenty of power, liquid cooled, fuel injected, shaft driven, gets nothing but compliments wherever and whenever I take her out. For 7,500 bucks, oh, I said that really fast. For $7,500, I think it's an okay deal. The Valkyries are pretty rare, but given that you've kind of molested it a little bit, I would give you like 6K for it. So gonna give this one an 8 out of 10 though. It's pretty clean, and we're gonna keep it rolling. All right, we got time for one more today. We have this fantastic, absolute Craigslist special, 2003 Gixxer 600 for $2,700. I would like you to take a look at the crappiest sticker bomb I have ever seen in my life. Normally with the sticker bomb, you want density, you want to fully cover, but this person just decided to just put them in places, you know, just kind of put them all over, and it doesn't end there. You've got this whole setup here with the stickers. You have massively reduced the resale value of this bike by doing this, because whoever owns this is gonna have to sit there and goo off every single one of these stickers. And they're terrible stickers too. And you've done a close-up here of the levers. I get it, you spent $100 on levers, that's great. But that's not gonna take away from this monstrosity for me. It's really not. God damn, I hate the stickers on this bike. But here's the thing. even though it's got all these stickers on it, it's actually relatively clean. And it's got pretty low mileage on it for 2003. It's only got 15,000 miles. So let's read the description here. Because I have a very well taken care of 2002 Gixxer 600 with some nice add-ons. Oil and all of their maintenance, the stickers, all the add-ons. Oil and all of their maintenance has been kept up with it through its whole life and has never been used as a stunt bike or ridden hard on. I doubt that. The bike did unfortunately take a fall going about 15 miles per hour, which left me replacing the front fairing and side mirrors. Luckily, only cosmetic things were damaged. It was an easy fix. Add-ons. With one less D than it should have. Shorty clutch levers, carbon fiber side mirrors, phone mount, and straight piped. I would not say that a straight pipe is an add-on. That's just kind of like you've decided to do that. Trying to get rid of it because I have no time to ride anymore. I ride once or twice a week and I'd rather have the money for bills. That's a shame. This is a get on and ride bike with no problems at all, and I recently had it serviced and the front tire replaced because it was bald and the oil changed. Price is firm for what you're getting. This is a steal. I will agree, if it does run and it runs okay, for $2,700, this is a great track bike you could use. This is a great kind of like second bike that you could have to do stuff with. Pretty clean listing, honestly. I mean, the stickers are a real shame. I would tack this down to like $2,300 just because of all the work I'd have to do to get the stickers off of it. But overall, like a 7 out of 10 for sure for this Gixxer. Definitely, yeah. So that's gonna wrap it up for today. Thanks so much for checking this out, guys. I do appreciate it. I love Florida. I love that it's the land of the Busas. Remember to check out our giveaway motorcycles in the link below. And if you wanna participate in these, hit up our Patreon and sign up there. I will catch you guys in the next one. See you later.